I'm going to be showing you how to solve and evaluate all of these problems. The first step I'm going to do is draw the circle for a visual and the origin. So we're going to start off with this part, 11 pi over 6. Well, when we split this up, and we're going to split the top into 6 and the bottom into 6. Now that we have it split into 6, we are going to shade in 11 of these 12 things. That'll be all the way down to the ear. So we have one non-shaded right there. And just pulling our triangle out, we are going to have this triangle, give or take. So to find this angle, like we learned in the last video, we can basically substitute pi in for 180. So we have 11 over 6 times 180. Ooh, that's bad. 180. So this fraction is going to be, or this is going to equal about 330 degrees, which would be this angle. Now, we know that a whole circle is 360 degrees minus this 330 because we want this little tiny angle. That's going to give us this angle of 30 degrees. 30 degrees. And if this angle is 30, this angle is 90, that means we also know that this is going to be 60. So we have a 30, 60, 90 triangle. We know most of the stuff for that. We know that the hypotenuse is going to be 1. We know that the short leg is going to be 1/2 of the hypotenuse, or in this case, 1/2. And we know that the long side is going to be square root of 3 over 2. Now, the tangent. Tangent is going to be the opposite over adjacent, which means that from this angle, the opposite being this 1/2, or the y, and then the square root 3 over 2, or the x, is equal to the tangent. Tangent is basically that. Now, to fill in the points, we're going to do 1 over 2, and just for the format, 1 over 2 divided by square root 3 over 2. We're going to flip the signs, and then that will become 1 over 2 times 2 over the square root of 3. Now, when we combine this, these 2's are going to cancel, leaving us with 1 over the square root of 3. But we cannot have a radical in the denominator, so we're going to multiply that by the square root of 3 to the top and bottom. And that leaves us with a final of root 3 over 3, being the tangent of this. Root 3 over 3. Now, next one, cosine. Cosine of 5 pi over 3. So we're going to draw our circle again. I'm going to go down here. Draw a circle. Draw the origin, and now we get to split up the triangle, or the circle again. So we're going to draw the halfway mark, and we're going to split this into thirds because of the denominator. Top half into thirds, bottom half into thirds. Now, 5 thirds. We're going to shade in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Our point is right there, and if we draw our triangle, we're looking at something like that. Now, to find that angle, again, we're going to be substituting 180 for pi. Now, so we're going to have 5 over 3 times 180. That will be about 300. And because of that, that will be the outer angle. right there. So now, if this outside angle is 300, and a circle is 360, what does that make this? 60. So this angle is 60, this angle is 90, and that means this angle is going to be 30. We have a 30, 60, 90 triangle, but we're starting at the 60. So, again, with lengths of the circle or of the triangle, we know the hypotenuse is always going to be 1. We know the short leg is going to be 1/2. And going back to the question, we're looking at the cosine of 5 pi over 3. Well, cosine is x values, so we know that this, or the cosine is going to be 1/2. So, cosine equals 1/2. One thing I completely forgot to mention about this one. Because our origin is here, we're moving to the right and down, which means that this square root 3/2 is going to be positive, but because we're moving down or negative, this is going to be negative, which makes this also negative, because it would just be here. So negative, negative. I forgot to do that. Now, back to this one. Because we're moving, and this is the origin, and we're moving right and not left, it's just going to be positive. So, last question, sine of 3 pi over 2. Now, 3 pi over 2, when we draw a circle, and our origin, 3 pi over 2. So, we're going to split it in half, and now with 2, we're going to split this top semicircle into 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. We'll say they're even. And now we're going to go 3. 1, 2, 3. That means our point is going to be right there. Now, with it being the sine, well, sine is y, so we're going to look at the y value of this. Because it is at 3 pi over 2, we know that that is really -1, 0, just because all of these points land on an even whole number. This being, oh wait, I switched them. 0, -1 rather. This would be 1, 0. And then this would be 0, 1, +1. And this would be -1, 0. Because it lands on exactly this, we know that it's going to be -1, or the y value. And that was question number 2.